What's going on, everybody? Brian here with the domain, and I'm going to show you guys something it really pisses me off about EA and just the lack of care or concern about these glitches and things. So I just booted up into the game. I'm playing on a Xbox Series X. You can see I have the Madden NFL 22 Xbox Series XS Edition. I'm gonna go in a franchise, and every time I've done this so far for the past 10 to 15 minutes, it'll do the same thing. I'm gonna go in my franchise here. Sorry for that shake there. Boot up my franchise with my Colts. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let it sit here for a minute. And usually what it will do is it'll just go to black. As if it just it just stops. The game just stops. I have also had my Series X turn off by itself twice today, and I've also had it. By the way, I'll just show you guys. I don't have I have my controller right here. It's also exited out of games a couple times today, and I'm currently reviewing this game, in the process of doing a review, and I played the trial, and it did this. It didn't do this when I went to franchise, but I'm gonna wait and see if it'll just shut off, or the game will just stop. I anticipate it to do that, and I'm just also curious to see for myself how long it's going to take for the game to just stop. And I had moved some menus. I was moving it around in the menus and stuff, and then I was on my computer, on my laptop, in the middle of doing something, and then I'll look up and the game just goes to black. And what's weird is when it does this, it only does this in franchise. I've not seen it do this in any other mode I've played, whether it be Face of the Franchise, Ultimate Team. Now, if it doesn't do it here, I'll be really shocked. But we'll see. We'll see how long the game just kind of hangs. And I don't know if these are just related to the Series X or not, but I haven't seen anybody report that they're having these issues on the PS4 or PS5, so it could be a console problem. I really don't know, but so far we're a couple minutes, maybe about a couple minutes into actually being on the main menu, and as you can see, I've not moved the screen. I've not went to different screens. Maybe I need to go to a different screen or two and then stop doing it. But it's been doing it as I've been just kind of sitting here, not messing with the screen. And now, I will say these consoles have a built-in kind of like a screensaver, if you will. So I don't know if it's just trying to go to a screensaver or not on the console, but I mean, if that's the case, then it shouldn't make the game just go to black like instantly like that. It shouldn't do that. But what I did before is I have to reboot the game every single time I do this. I'll have to exit. I'll have to quit the game, because what's weird is when it goes to black, it'll still be up as if the game is still running. And so I'll be really shocked if it doesn't do it here. Of course, it probably won't do it now that my camera is out and I'm recording. It's so weird, but um, I know for after a few minutes of messing with my laptop and being on my laptop, I'll look down and I'll look back up, and the TV is just it's just black. And sometimes it's hard to tell because you don't know if your consoles get shut off or not until you actually push the home button on the thing. But we'll see if it does it here. I'll be surprised. Let's move the menu around a little bit. Let's do this. This is what I did before. I went into the franchise. I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time. I went to the talent tree. I was messing around, and then I just kind of backed up. There it goes. See, it did it. It just reset. Now, see what's weird is it'll do that. That's the first time it's actually done that. Put me back to the dashboard. Usually what it will do is it'll kick me. And you saw I was moving the controller around. I mean, the only way for me to exit a game is by I'd have to actually hit this button, go here, and then I'd have to hit this little three hamburger little button there, and then I have to go to quit. But that's not what happened. Let's see if it does it again. I'll try to capture it maybe one more time, but that's the fourth time it's done this. And the thing is, I shouldn't be afraid of, am I going to be able to make it through my franchise game? Now, in franchise, it's different because thankfully it'll save your game in the middle of a franchise game. You can go back to it. But there was one time during the trial it didn't do that, and it was actually right after I had finished playing a game. I won the game, and then it said the servers were broken or something, and then it didn't count my game as me winning it, and I had to play the game all over again. That was during the trial. Now this is the full version. There's no excuses. This is literally day one launch edition of the game. So let's go back into franchise, and let's mess around the menus again and see if we can't get it to do that. Now, I will say that every time that the console has turned itself off, it does feel a little hot at the top, but not like burning hot or like it's overheating, because I know that I would know the difference. I know the difference between the two. But let's go ahead and go back into manage staff. We'll do it again. We'll just do the same thing we did before. We'll mess around with a coaching tree. We'll just kind of look around, check out the coaching trees. Which, by the way, these menus are a rip-off of NHL 2021. They just stole them because EA doesn't have any real originality. So we're going to leave it here. And let's see if it does it again. Now, last time I did this, before I started filming, I did it within about a minute and a half. I was looking down, messing around on my laptop, and it did it then. But you guys saw it. I was moving around the menu, and it just stopped. Just kind of went to the dashboard. Now, that was the first time it actually went straight to the dashboard. It has not done that yet. This is a odd game with its glitches and its bugs and its just randomness and the things it fails. Like, I had the same glitch from last year and the year before, Madden 20 and 21, where you finish a game and then you go to upgrade your players and it just doesn't show any players, and then none of the buttons work. Nothing doesn't notice any button presses or anything. Let's see if I keep moving. If we just keep what if we just keep messing around the staff tree? Maybe it'll do it again. But this is a review in progress. I say in progress lightly because I kind of already have the review of this game. But I was playing. One thing that really made me upset and pissed me off was I was in the middle of an Ultimate Team game, and in Ultimate Team games, if it quits, because you're playing online essentially, if there's a bug or the game freezes, then you are screwed, and you have to go and do the entire scenario all over again. That had to happen to me once today. This game has not worked more than it has worked so far. And, I mean, if EA is not going to address these issues, then they need to offer refunds for people, because this is a game that there was no day one patch. Everybody was talking about this glorious day one patch. I've not downloaded a single patch for this game today since I got it. So, those of you that I spoke with on Reddit, that was saying, oh, it's a trial, wait for the full version. It's been the full version. I don't know where you got this idea of the trial is. It's always been the full version, guys. EA has always said that on EA Play, you get full version access to their games. Let's try moving it around again, because I'm really curious as to what is making this do this. Maybe we'll see if we can get it to happen again. I'm just kind of messing with the trees here. Coaching trees. The coaching trees are a joke too, because those are also from NCAA. They had coach trees, NCAA. I mean, almost every aspect of this game, except the bar at the top, the home field advantage or the stadium advantage bar at the top. That's basically the only original thing in this game. Everything else was either copy-pasted, ripped from another EA title, EA Sports game, whether it was NCAA or franchise mode, or NHL. Faces of franchise is still bad. It sucks compared to last year. It's worse. Trying to do some of the drills, there is the drills require you to pass the ball to certain players, and then you can't pass the ball to the players because they're all invisible and not there. So you can't complete the drills in face of the franchise mode. That happened to me during the trial, but I mean, the trial is the full version. I hate that they call it trial. It's just, 10 hours of the full version of the game. That's all you get. And then it was so bad that EA was removing people's time from their trial. So some people would only got 5 hours, but then it would tell them that they used all their time. So I don't get it, man. I mean, these games are getting to be about $70 now. Thankfully, I get a discount because of EA Play, so I didn't have to pay. See, there it goes. See now, see, here it is. There it is. It did it again. I told you guys. I told you. I'm like Nostradamus, dude. Like this. It did it again. So if you're gonna be playing franchise, you might want to not take a break. Don't go take a shit, because you'll come back and you'll probably be dashboarded if you're playing on the Series X. I don't know if this is happening on PS5 or not, but the thing is, EA, you guys got to fix your games. Making people have to pay $70 for the current, well, I guess next gen, current gen. We still don't know how to use those terms properly anymore, but I consider the Xbox Series X and S current gen, but some people say next gen, but whatever you want to call it. Making people pay $70 for the Series X and PlayStation 5 versions of this game. Why am I paying $10 more for a broken game? I buy these games because you don't have to. And so yes, I did pay to review this game, because EA claimed that they didn't have any review copies yet. They were giving influencers 20 codes left and right all over Twitter, which is really awkward. It's really odd. But I'm not an influencer. I don't have a check mark next to my name, and I don't have 100,000 plus people. But whatever, it doesn't matter how many people follow me. The facts remain. This is a broken game that came out today. Well, technically yesterday, but wherever you're at, if you're watching this now, it's still West Coast. This is a broken game that looks pretty. It's essentially a turd that they polished up, and it's still a turd. That's what it is. It just looks pretty. And this is proof that graphics are literally not everything. It doesn't matter how pretty a game looks, uh, if it doesn't work or it doesn't work as it should, it doesn't matter how good the game looks. Me personally, there's games that came out decades ago, PS2, PS3, 360, Xbox 360, regular Xbox, that came out decades ago, that I can still go back to this day and play because I know for a fact they're going to work and I'm going to enjoy them. But it's sad that we're now in this current generation of gaming. I think it's like the 9th generation of gaming. And companies like EA, who make billions of dollars a year, are still putting out crap games like this. And there's some of you out there buy this game. You're not even reviewing the game like I am. That's what I do. And you buy it because, oh, I want to play football. No, like, how are you playing football? Because the game, you're seeing this for yourself, how much this game is, like, ugh. So, anyway, I will have a full in-depth review where I go through the gameplay, the graphics, all of that. It'll be posted up sometime next week, probably late next week, because I want some more time with this game. But leave your comments in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Madden NFL 22? Are you happy with it for some reason? I know IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. I kind of feel like that's a little nice, because that's the exact same score they gave it last year. And the person that reviewed it, she said that it looks good. Well, I mean, so what if it's pretty? We can't just base these games off looks alone. I mean, if it's broken and they didn't fix it, then how can you give it the exact same score as last year? I mean, me personally, right now, just based off of my as much, I've probably put into this game today about 5 hours since I bought it. And just based off of that alone, it's already looking like a 3 out of 10. Like, it's that bad. Like, because it doesn't matter how pretty things look and how fluid the animations are. You know, it doesn't matter, dude. I should be able to leave my game right here, go make food, or go get me a bite to eat, or go use the restroom, bathroom, whatever, and come back and expect my game to still be there and not a blank screen or a black screen or a dashboard or whatever, and have to boot up the game again. Or I shouldn't have to worry about, while I'm playing a game, especially Ultimate Team, I should have to sit there and worry about, oh shit, I better hurry up and finish this scenario, otherwise the game could just shit on me, and me have to do the entire scenario over again. Some of those scenarios are long. I mean, and then the IGN review was like, oh, but they made franchise mode, they changed the look. So what? Like, you guys are so focused on the look. It don't matter how good it looks if it's broken. Like, and this is a broken game that so many people on the Madden Reddit was like, oh, wait for day one, there's going to be a patch. This will fix everything. It didn't fix nothing's fixed in this game. Matter of fact, I think this is actually worse than what I played in the EA Access trial, because I didn't have this problem in franchise. I mean, maybe I didn't even really leave the menus out long or whatever. But as you can see in this video, it's happened twice already, and that's twice as too many times. I mean, for a game, these devs we have to make these devs be accountable. We have to hold them accountable for their poor practices, their poor decisions, the fact that they just copy pasta everything in video games, copy paste a football game, and it's animation based. It's not a simulation game by any means. It's more arcadey than it is anything else. Guys, please, I will go more in depth into this next week. I just wanted to post this video, give a little bit of a rant on this game, show you guys for yourselves a few of the things something going on in franchise, but there's more. There's a lot more, and we'll cover it next week. But thanks for watching. If you like what you watched, give us a follow here. Or wait, it's subscribe, right? I always forget. Anyway, but until next time, take it easy, guys.